I bought an enclosed car trailer from Copart sight unseen. Everything works on the trailer, but of course for $800 it came with just a little bit of damage. This is a 2012 Freedom enclosed car trailer, 24 feet long by 8 feet wide. Luckily for me, I was able to tow it home without issue, and now the rebuild process begins. I've already installed an electric front jack. I redid a lot of the wiring in the front, plus added a new battery and battery box. Now it's time to take on that pesky roof, tear apart the inside, tear apart part of the outside, and get this thing fully fixed. Lots of mods and upgrades coming for my first ever trailer. Let's get to work. Rather than walk back and forth to the end of my long driveway, back to the garage, back to the trailer, I decided I would move the trailer next to the garage. I need it there anyway to use a lot of my tools, the pressure washer, etc. So it's time to get this thing backed up, disconnected, and I also have to unload that secret car that's been hiding inside this thing. Now the massive section of blue tape was me. That was me locking the roof down for the drive home. That way it didn't blow apart on the interstate. There's also another hole towards the rear of the roof that needs addressing as well, and someone installed a little solar panel that I believe is probably leaking, and it definitely doesn't work. Of course, when you get a trailer, you gotta get a whole bunch of new tools and everything like that, so I got some wheel chocks. I'm a trailer guy now. To get the car out, I want to level it out a little bit. And seeing how I'm going to need my truck to go buy parts for the trailer, it's time to disconnect this thing. The overall shape of the outside of this trailer is pretty good. I think the paint will clean up pretty nice. It actually looks pretty good right now, not even being washed, and it's sat for who knows how long. Before I get to working on this and removing the wrap from the roof and all that, I gotta get the surprise car out of the inside. I haven't done anything with it. It's just sitting there because I just haven't had the time. Also, I see we picked up a completely flat tire. It wasn't flat on the way back, and I checked tire pressure before we came back, so I don't know when that happened. Maybe here at home. Probably just gonna get all new tires for it anyway. Still annoying. The outside of this trailer doesn't look great, but it doesn't look too bad. However, the inside of this trailer is an absolute mess. There are screws and debris everywhere. The walls are kind of falling off. The ceiling's falling off. It needs a lot of work. So the first thing I want to do is actually just pull down all of these ceiling tiles, ceiling boards, whatever they are, and see what I'm working with as far as all of the roof damage. It's just really a whole bunch of screws. Now I need to clean out the floor and everything else in here. Got a lot of work ahead of me. Really, really, really hot work too. It's almost 100 today. More screws under that. Oh boy, this is gonna take a while. Ouch. Technically, not all of these panels are bad, but by doing this, I can identify any structural damage, replace what's needed, bend back what's needed, and also leak test. And then I'll get all new ceiling panels. It'll make this place look a lot nicer. All right, so there's definitely a leak up here. That plywood is wet there. It's really the only spot. That's where that solar panel is. I bet you the solar panel was leaking. Other than removing about 100 screws, the ceiling on this trailer was really easy to remove, and I think it's going to be really easy to replace in the future. I'm not going to leave the ceiling bare. I definitely want it to look nice and finished. Now I've got quite a mess I've got to clean up before I can start figuring out what the next step is. I think I'm going to try to bend these main beams back because they seem like they're in fine condition. I'm hoping I can get a jack under them and bend them back into place, but we'll see. First things first, I got to get all this crap out of here. Honestly, just the simple cleanup on the inside of this thing makes it look pretty excellent. Now I'm thinking of painting the walls. Let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking white to match the ceiling, but I'm not sure. I don't want it to look like it's going to be dirty all the time. I'm also considering doing flooring, and I would love your suggestions there as well. I gotta say, looks pretty nice inside now. And with the ceiling removed, you can get a full look at the damage to whatever fell on the roof and bent all the supporting bars. Well, not all of them, but probably 3 or 4 of them. They're definitely going to need bent back into place. Hopefully they won't need to be replaced. They can just be pushed back up. What I'm hoping is I can get the right amount of jack to 2x4 ratio to push those supporting beams back up into place. I'm going to give you guys a real treat here, but you have to stick around and watch this ad from 70mi. As you can see behind me is a complete 997 turbo. If you see the front bumper there, you'll see the wing is back there. I'm going to show you a couple more sneak peeks, but you got to watch this quick sponsored ad. In the 997, I installed the 70mi dash cam. I installed 2 of them actually, the Omni and the A810. The Omni can spin around and get angles all over the inside and outside of the car, while the A810 is 4K. They both have excellent day and night vision, and as you can see from all the video provided here, the footage is crystal clear. They can show your coordinates, the date, time, and speed, and it all connects to an app. You can download it on your phone, download it on the computer, etc. It's really, really user-friendly, and it's great to have a dash cam, especially for moments like this when your buddy is driving a Mustang in a parking lot with people around. And these are very simple to install. You can use a cigarette plug if you want, or you can hardwire them like I did in my 997, and that allows you to put them in like a parking mode when the car is off. The camera knows that and does kind of like a time lapse or a similar video footage scenario. It still watches over your car when you're not even there. And since this is Amazon Prime Week, you can get 30% off these cameras. I'll have links below to both of them. You can't go wrong with either one. Now, other than just plain old funny dash cam moments, a dash cam is great to have because it tells the story if you're involved in a crash. If you go through a green light and get T-boned, well, what's the other driver gonna say? They're probably gonna say, no, I had the green light, not him. And it's a he said, she said most of the time. However, if you have a dash cam, you can show proof that no, I absolutely went through the intersection when it was green. It was the other guy's fault, and his insurance should pay for everything. So check out the links below, and another thank you to 70mi for sponsoring this video. And would you just look at the 997. I've got a video coming soon, guys. I've got a video coming soon. I'm still working on this thing, but it is looking phenomenal. I can't wait to show you. Back to the trailer. Oh, heck yeah. All right, let's do the next one. Really, almost there. Yeah, I gotta do this one some too. Yeah, the little air vent one, this is bent there as well. This is going even better than I expected. I'm very happy with the inside of this thing. It cleaned up really, really well. This isn't the final form, obviously, but since I got the inside cleaned up, I need to clean the outside, and I need to do that before I fix the roof. looks pretty good. Thankfully, this doesn't need like a ton of work. There's not that many streaks and it looks pretty good. So now I'm gonna climb up on the roof because that's the main focus of this. I need to get the roof really clean before repairing it. Then I'll go down the sides and the front and all that other fun stuff. Hopefully before it rains. Oh yeah, it's pretty messy up here. A lot of this dirt and grime and acorns have actually accumulated here at my house. A lot of this stuff wasn't there when I picked it up only a week ago, so it's going to take a massive amount of cleaning, and I need an absolutely clean roof before I apply the new sealant to the entire top of this thing. All right, that's enough for tonight. The next day here, thankfully, it's not so hot, but I have a ton left to do on this trailer. This is gonna be about a week's worth of work I'm putting into this one video. So anyway, let's go. Let's get this dumb solar panel out of here. All it does is freaking leak water. And it's rusted on there. They both are. Let me cut this wire as well with the proper tool. Now I've got more stuff to clean. Now that the whole thing's clean, it's probably his best time as ever to fix that tire because it's gonna need fixed regardless. So I'm hoping I can plug it and it's good to go because I want to get all new tires, but for now, like I probably can't even move the trailer very well with that tire completely flat like it is. Something definitely went in there, but there's nothing in there anymore. Now it's just a hole. This is not leaking, that is fixed. And what I also found out is these tires are from 2019, so they're much newer than what I thought. So I'm actually not gonna replace these. These are gonna work just fine. I did figure out this is just a ground wire, goes to the frame. These, though I'm not positive, I think I know where they go. I'm guessing those wires are the ones that power all the lights because you can see that same gray wire up there. And then for some reason, it's back here and it's these ones that are dangling. I don't know why they're dangling. So that'll take a little more looking into. I grabbed what I believe is everything I need to fix this trailer from Home Depot, not counting the stuff that I already purchased online that's waiting inside the garage. I got all the boards to fix the ceiling, I got some spare roof material to patch it, and I even got over 200 screws. Now with this thing looking clean inside and out, top, bottom, including the roof, we're ready to repair the roof. And the trailer even has 4 good tires that hold air. I am really pleased with this, guys. This trailer is turning out fantastic for little money. I think all in, I'll probably have 2,500 bucks in this trailer, and it'll be like really, really nice. But tomorrow's the big day where we do the roof. Ran out of daylight tonight. That's gonna be a big job in and of itself. I've got everything else needed down here to finish up this trailer. I believe I got a whole bunch of stuff in this box. And I have all the roof coating in this 5-gallon bucket. First, actually, I have to fix the roof. I've got all the ceiling panels in here done. It pretty much looks like nothing ever happened. I mean, you can tell it's not exactly factory, but everything is nice and secure, bent back into place, wood up, secured, glued, stapled, whatever. It's time to move on to the roof, start painting. Since the roof wasn't torn here, it was just split in two. I was just going to seam seal it and put it back together, but I decided I would do that plus add metal on top just to be double sure. And then adding the roofing tape on top of that, plus the final coating, I think it's going to be 100% watertight. If you truly want to know what it's like restoring a roof on your trailer or your RV, etc., here's a really quick summary. Well, these wires here are pretty close to the trailer.
Died on the job this afternoon. Officials say the man fell off a ladder after being electrocuted.
He was on an aluminum ladder that came in contact with a high voltage power line.
The roof is repaired, it's sealed, and it's cleaned. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to cover the entire thing in this rubberized paint, which I've never used before, so we're going to learn as we go. This paint is thick. It is rubberized and supposed to stay flexible after it cures. And my technique here is just cover the roller entirely in this, get it on there real nice and thick, and spread it around. And it all seemed to go pretty well. Clearly this is going to need multiple coats though, as this isn't getting complete coverage, and that was to be expected. And no, that's not white duct tape, that's tape made specifically for sealing up roofs. So with the entire first coat done, it was just time for me to go around the trailer and clean up any messes that I left behind. I tried my best to clean it without a ladder, but I'm no basketball player. And there we have it, the entire first coat completed, along with, the roof being fixed, not having massive holes in it anymore. I'm hoping the second coat will provide a lot more uniform coverage, because right now it looks pretty swirly. The painting went really smoothly and actually went really quickly. It only took me probably 20, 30 minutes maybe to do the first coat, but I have to wait a full 24 hours before the second coat. And the second coat will be my final coat because that 5-gallon bucket is halfway gone. Putting it on there nice and thick, I want to make sure that this thing never leaks, at least not for like 10 years or something. All right, the coat's dry, or at least dry enough. It's been 24 hours, so let's put the second coat on and wrap up this roof project. And once again, the roof is covered in bugs, sticks, leaves, and acorns. Unfortunately, some of them are stuck in the paint, so I blew off what I could, but it doesn't need to be perfect. I'm cooking though, and this GoPro's cooking. I'm actually shocked it stayed on this whole time. We'll see if the video footage actually worked. Thankfully, the GoPro footage did work, and here is the final coat. It's a little thick in some areas, but it's supposed to level out as it dries, but it definitely has great coverage, and I'm really happy with how this whole trailer has turned out so far, inside and out. The inside still needs a complete revamp, but it's a lot better than what it was. If you remember, it looked like this before. Now, a fair warning to you DIY guys at home who want to do something like this to your own trailer or RV, this stuff makes a mess. But I'm thinking once it's dry, it's just going to peel up like rubber, but we'll see. And I'll certainly give a full review of this later down the line after it's fully cured and we make sure everything is waterproof. I am really pleased with how this roof turned out. I mean, it's all fixed, should be waterproof, and it looks almost as if nothing ever happened. The roof, I don't think these roofs are ever in perfect shape. I think they always have some waves in them, so now it's just got a rubber coating on top of the waves. So now that I think all the fixes are done to the trailer, it's time for mods. That'll come in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.